in Chatsworth, Tuesdays in Clear Estate, Thursdays in Phoenix, and Sundays at the Goshala in Isipingo. I did this for 4 years, 4 satsangs a week, and in 2018, Lord Shriman Narayan graced us with a land at 28 Dunstable Crescent, Hills, a dilapidated house, which through the grace of my Guru, Lord Sri Ramanuj and Lord Shriman Narayan, this is now an ashram.
Wow. Wonderful work has been done there.
Yes, it was an abandoned property on a cliff where you couldn't park one car. There was no driveway. Driveway was to cost about R1 million.
Oof.
And I turned it around. We have parking for about 100 vehicles.
Wow, wow. Wonderful.
All through the grace of God.
This is where we see when impossibilities are there in front of us, human impossibilities, then the impossible becomes possible by grace and our faith.
No, thank you.
I see that in this organization.
I just want to share the first day when we went to this property, it was on Mahashivratri.
Ah,
and,
interesting.
When we had to walk in a single file, there was a 30-meter ravine. We could have fallen down.
Oh.
So we had to hold each other. This house, this dilapidated house, had a forest around it because it was abandoned in 1997. And there were 3 sewer manholes that were clogged and overflooding, and there was undergrowth. So we had to go underneath. And when the smell hit me, I told my disciple, Vasudeva Ramanujadas, that if Lord Narayan is testing me, he is going to fail. And on the 25th and the 26th, I'm going to prove to the world that the test that Lord Shriman Narayan put me through, he failed.
Wow. This is such a wonderful story. These 4 different areas where Acharyaji had satsangs, are they still operational? Or?
No, as soon as we attained the ashram or the property, then I stopped doing mobile satsangs.
Okay. But I would imagine that they all are still connected with you.
Yeah, well, fragments. When they saw that building, many of them ran away. You know, they thought I might ask them to put their hands in the pocket. But a real ashram must be financed by Mother Lakshmi, who is the eternal consort of Lord Shriman Narayan, and not the public. So no member of the public has even put half a cent in the ashram.
Let's listen to a bhajan now, and then we will continue. Work that is done in the context of the society, and of course taken for granted, the one that is heading this organization. So my next question, Acharyaji, is what are the activities of the Sri Narayan Dham?
Our activities range from celebrating, firstly, all the festivals that belong to Sanatana Dharma.
All those in the standard Hindu calendar.
Yes. From Ram Navami, Mahashivratri,
Gita Week, Navaratri.
And then my mission. Again.
That is the most important thing.
Yeah. So my mission, which was impossible when I started it in 2021. In fact, I was on a WhatsApp group with my counterparts in India, in the Sri Sampradaya. And when I told them that I will be bringing Muslims, Christians, Jews, and various religions together, they said it's impossible. My own Sampradaya from my own. But I've been so successful that I've been handpicked by the G20, and our ashram is a member of the G20 Interfaith. I went to 2 G20 Interfaith meetings this year, February and August, and I met people on the G20 that was so impressed with the work that was done at the ashram that now I'm affiliated to the United Nations Interfaith, Interreligious, and I have a platform of 132 countries around the world.
You also have, Acharyaji, recognition by our own government.
Yes. So Professor Motseka, when he joined my interfaith, he was a minister in the presidency heading the interfaith for President Ramaphosa. And he took all my interfaith activities at the ashram and he presented it to the government, and the government got recognition, interfaith recognition, for the work that I have done at the ashram.
Wow, this is a wonderful thing to hear. This is really wonderful work that is being done. There's a very curious question that I'm going to put, and that is that generally we have vast differences between Hinduism and Christianity, and so between Islam and Hindus. But by this interfaith discussions, what is achieved?
We're looking at religious tolerance because right now, because there is no actively functioning interfaith worldwide, we've got the problem in Gaza, we've got the problem in Russia, we've got the problem in India and Pakistan, is because the faiths are not getting together. And if you look at the history of human death, you will find religious intolerance has murdered more people than any other war that happened. So it is a necessity. We discussed this at the G20. This is why I'm affiliated to the United Nations. In fact, the University of KZN found my work and they produced an academic biography of all what I have done. And this is going to be taught in the universities. I've signed a 5-year contract with the UKZN. They will be sending their students to learn interfaith, interculture and interpolitics, because you can't, there's a misnomer in Sanatan Dharma that you cannot mix politics and spirituality. Spirituality cannot go without politics. Lord Ram was a politician. First incarnation, Lord Ram was a full politician. Second incarnation, Lord Krishna was a full politician. But then I hear from our Sanatan Dharmis on TikTok, they comment adversely that why is this Guru involved in politics? In fact, in 2021, I stated on YouTube that the Sri Narayan Dham is going to change the political consciousness of South Africa. I also stated on that program that I am going to assist former President Jacob Zuma. At that point in time, he himself did not want to leave the ANC. Fast forward 2023, I went joined hand with him and I brought the ANC below 40% or 40% because I wanted to change the political dynamics in the country. And if you go on YouTube, before this happened, all my prophecies are there 100%, and this is part of my biography as well. And this is why the university got interested in me. through my prophecies and then making it happen.
I think what I'm hearing here is putting it very simply, is what the Sanatana Dharma teaches, that the foundation should be a dharmic foundation for all our activities, be it spiritual activities or political activities. That foundation has to be there. And I think Acharyaji's work will ensure that that foundation is strongly laid, so that the corruptions, etc., that we see will be washed away if we have this good foundation. Acharyaji, come to your establishing this ashram. So there is a huge weekend, if I may put it like that, a huge weekend. From what I have gathered, it's quite an interesting thing from what Jessica ji has told me and what I have earlier got from you. So take us through this, Acharyaji.
Okay, on the 25th, which is this coming Saturday, starting from 12:15 p.m. until Sunday 12:15 p.m., we are giving gratitude to our Creator. Simply gratitude. No demands,
Yes.
no list. Every devotee that's at my ashram is a spiritual beneficiary. My ashram is not like a casino. You don't come there, sit, hoping one day you're going to get something from God. I am very specific. Whoever enters my ashram, whatever your problem is, the ashram solves it. The word impossible does not exist in God's language. And I am not appeasing followers. I don't want followers. I want aspirants. So I can teach the aspirants and I can work technically with them in solving their problems.
Spiritual person, with the light shining around his head. Okay, the light may be there, I can't see it. Acharyaji, please excuse. But here is a man who is a very practical man. He has been a policeman for like 10 years. And he has been a businessman. So he knows the world that he is interacting with. And he knows this very much. And when he'd gone to India in 2013, and he met the disciple of his guru, coincidentally at that time, he was placed in a room next to him. And that is when the change came about him. Acharyaji, you were on business trip at that time, were you?
No, I went for Guru Purnima.
Guru, Achar. And
I was involved with WK Construction. I had a 200 million rand contract with them. And when I went to India and I met Guruji's disciple, he told me to relinquish everything and start this mission. So when I came back, I came out of the contract and I relinquished everything material. I had butter bread for 6 months, my wife and I, and then the butter finished and it was just bread and black tea. We were living in a 5-star house, but we went and lived in this dilapidated building in ashram. My wife was washing clothes on her knees, and we coming from a 5-star life, not 7-star, 5-star. But look, today I sacrificed my finances and I sacrificed my 2 sons, but we made a huge difference in the world. We made a huge difference in the political situation in this country. So that sacrifice is well worth it. And when people come into the ashram, if I have to do a before and a after, and 2 weeks later when I see their face, that gives me great gratification that my sacrifice was 100%. I was supposed to shift from Reservoir Hills to Belito, but my Belito is now my ashram. and there's no money that can replace the look of somebody that came in darkness. And in 2 or 3 weeks, their light is shining, their skin is shining, they are happy. And I think my sacrifice was well worth it.
That is the glory of the Sri Narayan Dham. That is the glory of the Lord. And I can see that from what you are saying to me, to us here, is that Lord has taken you as an instrument here. But let me ask you, we're coming to the end of the program. Let me ask Acharyaji, the program, this huge program is there from Saturday starting at 12:15 afternoon, of course, and goes around the clock to Sunday 12:15 afternoon, just after midday. So this is a whole 24-hour thing. So what is going to be happening in this period?
Yeah, so I just, before I answer you, quantum physics and the Upanishads. Quantum physics, now scientists, I said this in 2017, in my lifetime, scientists will bow down to the Upanishads, and I'm seeing it now from last year, that quantum physics and the Upanishads, they're trying to reach the Upanishads, but we have the solution, because we're not testing, they're testing and coming to the solution that's there already. So giving gratitude, the heart vibrates, the soul vibrates in the heart, and the heart vibrates a magnetic field. That magnetic field, anyone that gives gratitude at any time, you don't have to be religious, you don't have to be spiritual. This is science. In the morning, as soon as you give gratitude, you send a message to the universe, and the universe responds to your gratitude. So what we're doing, scientifically now, I want to give gratitude to the Supreme Lord. So the Sri Narayan Dham is the only ashram on the African continent that was consecrated as per the Pancharatra Agamas. So from here, I'm going to send electromagnetic waves around planet Earth in gratitude. So everything works with vibration and frequency. Everything in this universe works with vibration and frequency. So I'm going to tap in through the frequency from the vibration of the Sri Narayan Dham and send this positive energy around planet Earth.
Which is not going to be restricted to any one place, but to all places and to all persons. That is a wonderful thing, which is the ancient teaching that we have, that what is done in one place is...
Yes, because of the restriction of time, I'm using the word I to run through. But there is no I. I'm an instrument of the Supreme Lord. This is the Lord's work, and He's doing it through my human body. So I'm just an ordinary human being. I love my Guru more. I used to be an ordinary person. I ate meat, I drank alcohol, I was addicted to nonsense, I went to nightclubs, I was a minibus taxi owner, and I was this ordinary human being that went through the university of life.
Yes.
So now, as a guru, I look at everyone equal, because one day I was you.
Yes, this is important, I think, because a person such as Acharyaji will understand what the alcoholic is going through, for example, and there's no condemnation of that. The man who has sinned and comes to Sri Narayan Dham has a definite place of shelter for him, place where he is understood, because Acharyaji himself has been in that place or has been to a similar place, so that the connection is already been made.
Yes, so I'm not that guru who sits on a very, very high Vyasasana and touch your head and you can't touch him and you must put cloth on his car seats and all. No. I'm just an ordinary guru. my cameraman who's filming us now, he was also in the polystyrene cup business. But because I was in the business for many years, today, no polystyrene, and he doesn't have a mortuary at home. If you open his fridge, it's only vegetables.
Acharyaji, that is wonderful. Achha, so on this 24-hour session that we are having, there will be bhajans, and Bhaji here has told me that various groups will be coming through.
Yes.
And Acharyaji will be giving discourses in between?
Yes, and we'll be doing parikrama every 3 hours to stretch our muscles, but also
Parikrama is
going around, walking around the ashram. So the ashram going to be a center of energy, and when we walk around the ashram, we're going to exchange our energies as well, devotees and those who are present.
Acha. Acharyaji, we'd like to bring this to a close. Last words that you would like to say?
Okay, so if people